everyone, welcome to this channel. I'm going to be showing you guys today how I went from my dark brown natural color to this beautiful rose gold color. I absolutely love it. I have been thinking about this for a good while. I've loved rose gold since I was a kid. I remember my grandma would have rose gold jewelry and I thought it was so unique at the time. Well, of course, now it's not. I just want to show you, I was not looking for iPhone rose gold. Okay, no, that's like pink. I was looking for like jewelry type rose gold, kind of like this, and even closer to this is a toothbrush. It's really close. I have actual like rose gold jewelry, and this toothbrush is really close. And so I wanted to show you how close my hair is to the color of that toothbrush, which I think is close to actual metallic jewelry, real rose gold. So this is me looking rough, and my hair is like brushed out, so it's all floofy and whatever. I'm just showing you guys what it is, and that's just my natural color. So I'm gonna hop right into it. Just disclaimer, I am not a hairstylist. I am a nail technician, licensed in that, but not to do hair. So I'm using Pravana 30 Developer, the Pure Light Cream Lightener from Pravana as well. And I'm using these Vivids from Pravana. This is Sunstone. I'm also gonna be using Too Cute Coral. Actually, I didn't use all these. I will kind of mix, you'll see later in the video, which is a pastel coral color. That's what Too Cute Coral. Of course, rose gold from Vivids, of course. And then I'm using, this is rose gold from Joico Color Intensity line. These are all semi-permanent dyes. Then I also picked up this clear diluter just in case I actually didn't end up using it. And I got these Framar, I think that's how you pronounce it, brushes, which were very like different than like the cheaper brushes I've ever used. And just some mixing bowls for the dye, of course, and gloves, obviously. We don't want to stain our hands, but I did at some point in the off camera, just use my hands and it didn't really stain that bad because it's just a fair pink. And I'm using Olaplex, of course, because I'm bleaching my hair as bright and light as possible. And I'm using a scale to weigh everything, make sure everything measures out. Excuse my scale, it's a little dingy, dirty. But anyways, so I'm using the number 1. I'm going to be mixing it into my bleach. Now, I do want to say I had access to these things because I am licensed to be a manicurist, but in most like professional beauty stores, depending on the brand, I know there's like a brand like specifically like Kevin Murphy, won't let me buy their product because I am a nail technician, but most professional hair things are kind of, I can get them just because I'm a licensed in the beauty industry. They allow me to get these products, but I'm not licensed to do hair. Now, I do enjoy doing my hair. I've dyed my hair many and plenty of times as a teenager. And I will say for the time and for my age, if I can be as unbiased as possible, I actually did a good job back then. And I feel pretty good about the dye I did today. So let me talk about what I'm doing. Of course, Brad Mondo, of course. We know him. He judges us all. So I've got tips and tricks from that. Of course, just over the years of just, dyeing my hair. I used to keep my hair teal, like a deep, dark, I used to call it midnight teal. For like 4 or 5 years, I just used to keep that. I did like a bleach bath on my hair, so it was kind of ombre, just so I never had to worry about my roots. I'm not a person who's mad at roots. Currently, as I'm doing this voiceover, my hair is rose gold with like a 1/2 inch of just my natural brown color, and I'm probably gonna keep it that way. I might let it grow out. I don't know. So I'm never angry at roots, and I might just keep this way. I really love the color. Just don't like bleaching near my scalp. So what I'm doing, I said all that to say I don't want any hot roots. And hot roots is when the bleach develops way faster at your roots because of your body heat. So it becomes brighter because it's warmer. So I'm starting out just by saturating the tips of my hair. And because my hair is so short, you'll see it starting to develop at the tips right there. That's why I paused it. Because my hair is so short, it's kind of was hard for me to like, okay, how much of my hair is root? Because a lot of it's close to the scalp because my hair is so short. So of course, the way my hair is cut, the way I cut my hair, because that's who cuts is me, it's longer towards the top center, shorter on the sides and in the back. So my logic was to start with the tips of that part so that it would start developing because it's longer, it's not as close to the scalp. Once that started developing into, you know, like a lighter brown, as you can see, it's starting, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and work on the sides and the back where it is actually close to my scalp, or what I thought. This is just my logic, as unprofessional as I am. So please don't have me telling, like, please watch professionals and get tips and tricks from there. I'm sure 100% they'll tell you to go to them and not mess yourself up. But it is a pandemic, and a lot of us, you know, don't want to risk it for just a cute color. And some of us, like myself, I'm just somebody who rather just do a whole bunch of stuff myself. So my own eyebrows and things like that, I just enjoy doing it. It's kind of like a hobby. That's why I ended up doing nails and stuff and made a career of it. Otherwise, I did want to go, if the program wasn't so long, I probably would have been like a full cosmetologist, hairstylist, and whatever. So now that the color has developed, well, not the color, the bleach has developed more and lightened my hair at the top, I decided to go in at the roots at this point. I probably honestly should have waited a little longer in between these two, because the thing that I was fighting the most is getting hot roots. Now, they were a little hot, not as hot as I've seen some people's, you know. So I feel like I had the right, you know, the good mind, good intentions of what I was doing. I just think it was a timing issue for me. I think I probably should have waited like 10 more minutes and then went in at the roots here. Otherwise, that's my only probably downfall. And you will see later in the video, I did miss a whole piece, chunk in the back. Because at this point, I was just trusting myself, and I didn't actually bust out a mirror to look at the back at this point. I just like, well, surely I can feel it. It's all very well saturated. But yeah, I did miss a little bit of a piece, so we fixed that. So I'm just making sure the hair is fully saturated. Again, if you ask the professionals, they'll tell you bleach is not shampoo, just it doesn't spread, it doesn't lather. So you need to fully saturate the hair with the product. So that's what I'm just going in and doing, making sure it's fully saturated, especially I don't want any missed spots, but I did miss one spot. You know, that's on me. I'm not a professional. As I said, I'll say it a million times in this video. So don't be doing your hair and mess it up and blame it on me at all. I just want to share you guys how the average person who so happens to be able to access professional products does their hair, if that makes sense. It doesn't. So very professionally, I put an HEB bag. Well, it's not HEB bag. It's whatever. That's what I always call it, y'all. I'm so country. Everything's just a HEB bag to me. But I put you know, them bags are grocery bag. And I'm just checking it. I think it was about 30 minutes later. I'm just seeing how it's going. And I thought it was going pretty good, but it needed some longer time. I was trying to get it very, very light. Yeah, so I waited. I left on like 5 more minutes. Well, I told myself 5 more minutes. And then this is what we had. And I know they're like pale inside of a banana yellow. That's what I was going for. And I found, you see, I got a little bit of hot roots going. Not that bad. It's not super different than the rest. But you see, it is. It's brighter at my roots than it is at the ends of my hair. Also, let's take into account that it is saturated. And I did miss this spot. I did miss that spot. Right there. I felt so I went into I took way longer than it shows in the video, of course. I'm like, oh my God. So I put the bleach, I mixed up some new bleach and put it on, because I felt like that whole little section was darker overall, but for sure I saturated that dark piece first. I waited a little bit and then I started working on the rest. I just wanted to make sure that I had a chance to lighten up more. And again, like I said, I felt like I had some hot roots, and that's what I was trying to avoid. So I'm just brushing the ends with bleach. Again, I washed everything out, rinsed it. My hair is mostly, I mean, it's like 70% dry. So, yeah. So I'm just going in, being careful to avoid my roots. And I'm looking at any place that's darker, and I'm essentially just spotlighting in a way. I don't know if it's the appropriate or professional thing to do, but it did work out. My roots were lighter than the ends of my hair. So I lightened the ends of my hair and left my roots for the most part. And so I'm just this time with a mirror, just going in and hitting with bleach anywhere that I feel is just too dark of a tone, because I wanted it light enough to be able to really portray that rose gold color. Now, I wasn't too concerned about it having the yellow or orangey undertones, because we kind of needed that in order to make the rose gold color to have those warm tones. Because if you look at the dye just out of the box, they can tend to look a little bit cool toned. And of course, it's counting on just the natural lift of your hair having, like I said, a warm or yellow undertone. So I'm just making sure I fully saturate all those parts that I feel are darker. And for the most part, I kind of accidentally, you'll see at the front of my hair, touch my roots a little bit, but overall it was okay. Just kind of lightly dusting. And it's sped up, so it's kind of hard to tell. But there was time in between me doing the ends and me kind of dusting the roots. So I just want to show you swatches of these colors just on white paper, just so you can see how it looks. Because direct dyes, I've been using them for years. I'm not a professional, but anyways, they are really kind of what they are. Like when you mix a lot of permanent dyes, it'll look like a crazy, purple tone. When you mix it and you put it on, it's like a beautiful chocolate brown. It's not a clear representation. These are essentially like stains, if you will. So really the color you see is the color you get. It depends on what your base is. So let's say your base is, just for simple, your base is yellow. Your hair is blonde, but it's a yellow blonde, and you put blue dye. Well, you're going to come out with green, because blue and yellow makes green. You're going to have a more green tone. Now, of course, those are the scenarios in which you'd want to, kind of cut some yellow out or whatever. Anyways, so I'm just showing you guys what these colors look on plain white. And I did that to help myself to kind of understand, look at what color my hair was and what colors I would need to mix to counteract the yellow, but also get that rose gold color. So that's just what I'm doing. And I want to tell you that all in all, I just need the rose gold colors. I just should have trusted them. I didn't trust them. I didn't believe them. But between the Joy Coat Rose Gold and the Pravana Vivids Rose Gold, I think really a mix of those two would have been perfect, or either or. So what I'm doing now is I'm mixing, because I felt like my roots were a little bit still brighter. I'm mixing together like a darker rose gold to go on my roots, to kind of offset how bright they were, if that makes sense. So I found, you see the second color was the Joy Coat color, the more brown tone one. Of course, that looks darker. So I made a mixture of majority that color with a little bit of the other add-ons, and decided I was going to use that at the roots again to counteract the fact that it was a little brighter than I want it to be. Again, I didn't want hot, bright roots. I'm going to be real honest, I prefer like a rooted look, but I didn't do that. I didn't have the time or patience. I honestly didn't know how to really make that look good or do it correctly, just myself, with my hair as short as it is, if that makes sense. So right now, as my hair is, I really love it. Again, I have my roots out, and I like it, I love it. So I'm just mixing together these concoctions, and then I did a little swatch of them on the paper. Again, it's white, so it's not a clear representation, but just so I can get a visual, okay, this is what it looks like on white. So if we add a little yellow into that of my hair, do I think it'll give me the color that I'm looking for. And I do want to make a comment on these frame art brushes. They're crazy. I didn't think dye brushes were supposed to be this way. It was very dense with bristles. It kind of felt really cool. Just a very good hand feel. Just a really good feeling. Anyways, so this is my hair with the bleach on it the second time, and I felt really, really proud of myself. It seems, for the most part, even. The roots don't seem too hot. Okay, this is me just envisioning this with a filter on, of course, what it would look like, me with blonde hair. Anyways, I just wanted to show you because it was not that. It was crazy yellow. But I thought it'd be kind of cute if I like toned it and stuff. Anyways, I don't plan on bleaching my hair again because one, I scratch my head, okay? So my scalp was on fire, as y'all know. I know I'm not supposed to. I had been having the dye and stuff for a while, just kind of like, whenever I feel like doing it. And I ain't gonna lie, I got a little like, I got dry skin, I got a little psoriasis, a little eczema, whatever. My scalp be itchy. It's not horrible. It does get bad. But anyways, probably TMI. But I'm just letting y'all know, if you can at all costs avoid itching. I'm too country. They make fun of me. My stepdad makes fun of me and my mom for that because we say itching when we scratching, and you gotta scratch it, itch a scratch, okay? So please don't do that. Now, the direct dyes don't really do that, but the chemical and the bleach absolutely had my scalp on fire. It was tingling. It felt like it was crawling off. It was crazy. And honestly, just even more to go into that, I feel like my lymph nodes behind my ear, you'll see me feeling them at one point during this, they felt a little like swollen. And I Googled, y'all, girl, I'm a hypochondriac. I got like medical anxiety. I said, girl, like I know who everybody is here. Anyways, all genders. Yeah, so I'm always in tune with how my lymph nodes feel. I'm always in tune with, things like that. So I Googled it and everything. And of course, some people said that they felt the same way. I guess it's just a very traumatic thing because it really, really was painful and I really shouldn't have scratched. So I just think the trauma of having that chemical reaction and that developing that bleach was so strong just kind of put my body in shock. It kind of hurt for a couple days and went down. So that's also, besides the fact that I like the rooted look, that's also probably why I'm not going to bleach it anytime soon at all. I could see myself in the future. I would do like bleach baths, like I said, like a diluted bleach and kind of feather it up, but still kind of leave my roots. But anyways, that's just me talking to y'all. So I'm putting that darker color on my roots. As you can see, I started with that. Just again, because I felt like they were a tad bit lighter. All in all, I'd say it didn't make a huge difference, but that's what I did. So I'm just fully saturating my hair. And did I show y'all? I might have talked over it. That dark spot that I had in the back absolutely was corrected. We fixed it. So I was excited about that. And I didn't want to say this. I did apply everything. I tried to apply it as symmetrically as possible. So especially and specifically the bleach, but even when I did this for whatever reason, so whatever part I worked on the right side, I would immediately work on the left just so it's a balance. I'm showing you guys that dark spot is gone, and that I'm getting to the back. But yeah, that dark spot was gone. Everything was cool and copacetic. So like I was saying, I do everything to the left that I do for the right. It's just so, one, if I mess up or it develops too fast or something, it's at the very least balanced out. And I don't want the right side. You can work on the right for 10 minutes and then get to the left, and now the right side is 10 minutes developed and the left side isn't. So that's just, if a person who's not a professional can give you a tip, it's just my tip, just to kind of try to work evenly. And I guess for the most part, they would tell you to work back to front, but I would kind of say, just because my hair is so short, especially with the bleaching process, it did not make sense for me to work back to front. So I'd say if you had longer hair, more even hair, it would make sense. But again, just because of the length of my hair and the way it's cut, I didn't think it made any sense for me to work back to front. So I'm just making sure I fully saturated my hair. You see me feeling my little lymph nodes. I'm like, what is that? Am I okay? Am I all right? I don't know. I'm going to keep it moving, though. That was what went through my head. At least I'm going to have rose gold hair. So I just let that sit. And when you have direct dyes, again, they're like stains. You can leave it on for hours and hours and hours. it's going to condition your hair and everything. And I never spoke more about the Olaplex, but I did use that. I added the amount in the bleach that it told me to do both times. And then I made sure I sealed it with the number 2. And I would just use this filter. I know it's kind of creepy, but it just showed the color in the right lighting. That's what I had that night just to share when I was updating my social media platform. So yeah, just excuse that. But it just showed the color. And this is me going outside, this kind of shaded light. My hair, I did these videos and I was telling my love, I hate my nose. I'm like, oh my God. Cause you never see the profile of your nose. I'm like, I don't like my nose. Anyways, that don't matter. He told me shut up. So, trying to get good light. This is my hair in the sunlight. I have a little very, very direct sunlight. It's very metallic-y looking in a way. I don't even know how to color a flat. I don't know. It's very metallic-y. My hair is a little crispy. I kind of like it to fluff out, but I had just done it and I wanted to catch the last of the sunlight. I swear I messed up. And this is me showing you guys the back, just to let you know that I did redeem myself in that dark spot back there. And just the lighting in my house. I really love this color. I love it on my skin tone personally. And I have since dyed it after this video just using the Joico and just using the Pravana Rose Gold Vivids. And I feel like they're both very good colors. So recommend if you can get your hands on them. Anyways, you guys, I really want to thank you for watching. Please, please, please subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment if you have any questions. And if you're interested in seeing any more videos, just lifestyle videos and etc. Thank you guys for watching. Please be kind, wear a mask. All right, bye.